Father, does paying respects to the grave really give me a chance to be chosen by an immortal?
Sigh.
He's grandfather. I am here to see you again. The master said, Xuanzi's roots and bones were extraordinary. You must bless our little Xuanzi to be chosen by the immortals. I've been dead for decades, nor have I ever seen an immortal.
I remember when I first crossed over to this cultivation world. I also did it because of that phrase, extraordinary roots. I am certain to be chosen by the immortals. From then on, his passion began, and he began to fantasize about cultivating immortality. But in return, she was schemed against by her partner. Even after death, the bone immortal on his chest was even removed.
I think it was nothing more than a dream of Lady Hua.
This is an immortal.
It is an immortal.
The immortal has arrived.
This humble old man will forever lose the distant welcome.
He called everyone in the village here.
He is an immortal. Living immortals.
This object is called the Spirit Testing Plate. It can measure the attributes of spiritual roots. One by one. They came up. Place your hand on the jade plate. The next one shouldn't. The aura of the Azure Spirit root was so obvious. The source is right near this small town. It is impossible not to find it. Unless someone possesses the Azure spiritual root. Not among this group. Is there anyone still living in the back mountain?
The rear mountain was deserted. But there is a grave mound. The Yi family's patriarch was buried there.
He has been dead for more than 30 years.
An immortal.
How could an immortal be here? Could it be that my Yi family has produced a genius cultivator?
The aura of the Azure Spirit root is emanating from this skeleton. Finally found it.
Isn't this the grave of the great-grandfather Yi?
More than 30 years have passed. Why are these bones still so white?
The root of the Azure Spirit. Top-tier innate bones. Yes, this is fate. Should we revive this person? I happen to have an 8th grade rebirth pill, enough to reshape the physical body and summon the lingering soul. But how precious is the rebirth pill? There was no second pill in the entire Yuma sect's pill vault, used on a mortal who has been dead for over 30 years. Is it worth it? If this bone armor with the Azure Spirit root can be revived, those who can cultivate themselves, that was the once, in a century genius of the Cloud Instant sect. The cultivation speed of the Azure Spirit root, enough to strike at the nascent soul within 100 years. Even higher.
$30.
Now, I have finally obtained this opportunity.
Death, and then resurrection. Thank you, Fairy, for your second life.
Get up. You have been dead for 33 years. I used the rebirth pill to reshape your physical body, but your physical foundation is extremely unstable. Your current body can hold on for at most another 10 years. Within 10 years, if you can step into the chi refining realm, nourishing the body with the soul, lifespan can be greatly extended. But if you can't step into the chi refining realm within 10 years, the physical body will collapse on its own. At that time, even immortals will be unable to save him. Of course, you have a second choice. I can extract the Kanling root bone from your body, and give you 10 more longevity pills. Let your children and grandchildren surround your knees. Enjoy your later years in peace.
I've already died once by choice.
Afraid of dying again. I choose.
Cultivating immortality.
Cultivating immortality!
Let's go. From today onward, you are from the Yuma sect. Grandpa, his grandfather was alive.
The fortune teller is right. Our ancestral grave is truly smoking!
You wait at the foot of the mountain. Don't wander.
Rest assured, Fairy.
No escape. The Azure Spirit Sword. Mengyao, the root of the Azure Spirit.
Our Yuma sect has been established for 3,000 years.
This is the first time such a joyous event has happened.
Yes.
Elder Su's keen eye was like a torch. If you can even encounter such an opportunity. Azure Spirit root. A once in a century opportunity. Rare in 1,000 years. If one can accept her into your service.
With careful training, how could our Yuma sect not be able to join the ranks of the top sect celestial men?
Did you bring it? And was quite advanced in years. How are their roots, bones, and character?
That is all. 康灵根是真的 is genuine. There are some things I need to clarify first. Death and then resurrection. The rebirth pill reshapes the physical body. The foundation is unstable. Only 10 years of authorization remain.
You say you can only live 10 years.
Up to 10 years.
In the 10th year.
A mortal starts cultivating from scratch, 10 years. And he might not even be able to hold his ground at the chi refining stage. Moreover, using spiritual water to warm the body prolongs life.
That rebirth pill.
Since people are already alive,
Then don't waste it.
the root bone of the Azure Spirit root can be transplanted. You all probably know the chief disciple of the sect, Chen Shuan's, cultivating with an immortal spiritual root for 20 years. Upon reaching the peak of foundation establishment, what falls short is the top tier innate constitution. If the Azure Spirit root were transplanted into him, with his talent, the golden core is just around the corner. Nascent soul is just a matter of time. An old man who won't live 10 years. And a promising top disciple.
Which is lighter, and which is heavier.
No need for me to say more, right?
Waste and material are reused.
It is always better than wasting it for nothing.
Elder Han made a good point.
Fu Yi.
Rather than letting the King Spirit root be wasted in vain by someone dying.
It is better to make full use of things.
Breaking down the foundation. Give that old man a few longevity pills to spend the rest of his life safely.
That was more than enough.
This is not allowed.
Elder Su.
You and I said no. The rebirth pill is mine. I saved the person. Bringing it back to the sect was also my decision. He chose to cultivate immortality. I promised him, whoever dares to harm his foundation, get past me first.
Said all that. Kangling and the southern Germans had already been saved.
There is no point in fighting any further.
How about this?
Arrange for people to be sent to the outer gate.
Gave him the status of an ordinary disciple.
Resources are distributed according to the standards of ordinary disciples.
No more. No less.
Can he cultivate it? It all depends on your own fate.
Within 10 years, if he can cultivate and achieve success, and became an inner disciple, proving he is worth nurturing, the sect will consider it themselves. If 10 years from now, he was still a mortal, when one's lifespan is exhausted,
康灵根为忠贞 returned to the sect for disposal.
The sect leader had the final say.
Yes. Yes.
Sister Meng, there is one thing I want to make clear in advance. From today onward,
You must not privately offer Yi Changsheng any extra help. No elixirs were given. No techniques were passed down.
do not open small kitchens.
He walked the path of an outer disciple. Just follow the rules of outer disciples. You saved him out of your heartfelt intention. But the sect's rules. You can't make exceptions just because of someone's feelings.
Understood.
Master Qianhei, I heard you brought back a Kang spirit root. Where is it? Isn't it especially impressive?
3 legs. You go for a trip. Bring him to the outer gate. Arrange a place to stay. And so,
Isn't it necessary to arrange for him to be assigned to the inner gate?
the azure spiritual root is mournful. Ordinary disciples of the outer sect receive treatment. This is the sect leader's intention. And I am not allowed to interfere. Give this to his master.
The sect leader didn't say he wouldn't let you go.
This is something I prepared before he joined. It wasn't extra help.
Got it.
Are you Yi Changsheng?
It is me.
I am Su Qian, an Elder Su's disciple. From now on, you will be an outer disciple of the Yu Miao sect. Come with me. I'll take you to where you live. How old are you this year?
He was 90 years old while alive, dead for 33 years.
Do the math.
10 plus 33. Then you are already over 100 years old. But in just 100 years, for cultivators,
It is nothing.
the conditions are a bit lacking. No, outer gate. So I just make do here.
You have strong, grave power.
Almost forgot to give this to you. This is the Lingmai Buddha pressed against his chest. The spiritual vein will naturally flow into the meridians. I'll help you nurture the spiritual embryo. Your current physical foundation is too weak. Without this, even sensing spiritual energy is difficult. Master asked me to give it to you.
Please thank Elder Su on my behalf. I remember this kindness. Yi. If in the future, he achieves something,
And surely a spring will gush forth in response.
Stop boasting. Take good care of yourself. Just don't die so early.
just one step away, just one last step away, I can officially embark on the path of cultivation.
In the 10th year.
Within 10 years, I will step into the qi refining realm. 周木易，你等着, just you wait. This time, I won't be that useless person at others' mercy.
A dignified transmigrator. Not even a bucket of water can be fed.
This is spiritual energy.
And the concentration is not low.
I only drank a little water.
How much younger has his body become?
But did not reply.
The water is ordinary well water. I saw this well yesterday. There is no spiritual vein at the bottom of the well. No spirit stones. Just an ordinary well as the most ordinary. Where does that spiritual energy come from?
This is a spiritual pearl.
During those 33 years in the imperial capital. That spirit pearl wraps around my entire bone, but the tightest part of the wrap is the palm of the right hand. At that time, it was also because of the nourishment of the spirit pearl.
Only then did my bones become as white as jade.
Restoring top, level bone structure.
Spiritual energy is abundant. A bucket of water brimming with spiritual energy. Strange. Why is there no spiritual energy at all?
Sigh. They're already so obsessed.
Why cultivate immortality?
It seems not everything works.
Water can be captured and reduced. Cotton is not even enough. It seems the spiritual veins only affect food. There was not a single bite to eat. Looks like we need to come up with a solution.
This is the fragrance of flower.
That direction was the outer gate kitchen of the Yuma sect. Yesterday, when I went up the mountain with Su Qianhei, he said, "Unfortunately, you have to use the disciple's waste token to claim it."
I left in a hurry yesterday.
Forgot the medicine.
What if you can't get a meal without a waste tag?
If not, I'll go borrow some to eat.
Wait until you have the waste token to pay it back.
Hey, wait.
Newcomer. Right.
I am the one in charge of this house in Shujo.
What about you? Yeah, Changsheng. Eat slowly. Choking is uncomfortable.
My pastry and flour are just watery when eaten.
老徐, is there anything else to eat?
Still not full.
Alright, just wait for the crispy pastries to run out. But I still have some hidden treasures here. Normally, I wouldn't bring myself to take it out.
Secondary, retail meat. The secret sauce was marinated for 3 months. The fruit trees were smoked for 7 days and nights. Spirit beast meat. Precious kitchens only get a few jin a month. Ordinary disciples simply don't get a chance. I saved for a long time just to get this piece together. I originally planned to save it for myself to eat slowly.
Hold it to nourish yourself. With this skeleton, if you don't eat something good, it won't last a few days.
This is too valuable.
Anything expensive or not?
I've been squatting in this house for almost 60 years. The third level of Q refining has been stuck for over 30 years. Never touched anything good. I've never seen anything that makes things so inflexible.
Just a piece of meat.
It is not like the Dujiedan.
A cultivator with 60 years of Qi refining foundation scripture. Lifespan can be extended. 100 years of youthful appearance is commonplace. This person looks young. In reality, it is probably an elderly person in their 80s or 90s, having been stuck in the kitchen for 60 years. The third level of chi refining has been stuck for over 30 years. This is probably how this life will go. Thank you. Thank you.
You are at the Q refining stage. I have stepped into the Qi refining stage.
Old Shu.
Your meat is really good.
I have stayed here in Huang for 60 years.
I've seen all sorts of strange and unusual things. But eating a piece of meat can make you younger, even teenagers. You are the first one. Huh?
The Kangling root is truly extraordinary. Once spiritual energy enters the body, even his physical body was reversed. But your way of eating really isn't great.
Old Shu.
I have to head back first.
Just broke through.
I need to hurry back and steady myself. I remember today's meal. If in the future he achieves something, this favor of a meal, return the gift at double the usual amount. Enough.
A few pieces of pastry, a piece of meat, and even pay back double. Speaking like a storybook.
Take it home and eat it when you are hungry. My room has nothing else.
Enough to eat.
Just take care of yourself. At your age, if one can step into the chi refining realm, it was already a tremendous blessing.
Don't mess with it.
At the chi refining stage, the first level was completely stabilized. Additionally, the seed is embedded in the right metacarpal bone. He can possess spiritual power over edible things. Eating it instantly absorbs spiritual energy, storing spiritual roots. It also amplifies the efficiency of spiritual energy several times over. The key is that the higher the quality of the food, the more spiritual energy it attaches, the stronger it becomes. Ordinary well water has thin spiritual energy.
Somewhat better than nothing.
The pastries are better. Flour and fats can carry more spiritual energy. And that piece of smoked meat from a level 2 spirit beast. It directly lets me break through from the spiritual embryo into the chi refining realm, ascending to heaven in a single step. But what if they could get even higher? Great spirit beast meat.
Which is unrealistic.
The meat of a level 2 spirit beast is considered rare even in the kitchen. I haven't even seen level 3 or 4. What else is of high quality that can be ingested?
Yeah.
How could I have forgotten about this?
If you can get the medicinal herbs,
Even the lowest grade medicinal herbs.
Blessed once by the spirit vein seed.
The spiritual energy consumed by the energy.
Here it comes.
Today's crispy pastries aren't baked yet.
There was porridge, though. In just one night.
You are young again. Your constitution is really strange.
Old Shu.
Let me ask you something. Is there a place in the sect where you can freely eat medicinal herbs?
Eat medicinal herbs casually. Do you think that is just radish or cabbage? A spirit, herb of decent appearance. At least 10 yuan worth more, and better snacks cost hundreds or even thousands. You'll never be able to afford such a top-tier item in your lifetime.
You tell me to eat whatever you want.
You old fool.
Did you suddenly burn your brain yesterday?
Then, there really is no way to get close to the herbs.
As for the method,
it is not that they don't exist entirely.
You know the Sect Alchemy Institute, right? Those single cultivators spend their days refining pills. The amount of medicinal herbs used is frightening.
But there was also plenty of leftovers. These things are useless to alchemists. Even if you watch them, you don't feel sorry for them.
So the Alchemy Institute is usually just thrown away.
I hope to go north through the outer gate. Once you pass through that bamboo grove. But don't barge in recklessly. Those who wish for a bad temper. You are just a newcomer to the outer sect.
This old guy runs pretty fast.
that
May I ask if you are here to test the pill?
Is it a pill? Yeah.
The Alchemy Institute had just refined a batch of chi supplementing pills. Needed disciples at the chi refining stage.
This is the effect of medicine.
You are at the chi refining stage.
Right.
Coincidentally, not many people came to try pills today.
Go in. Turn left for the third sword.
This is the legendary disciple of the Azure Spirit root. At such an advanced age, still coming to cultivate immortality. I heard it was brought by Elder Su. I guess they used connections. Let him try the order. But can old Gu withstand the effects of the medicine? Don't die from a body explosion. Even if we die, it won't be our concern.
All right.
These are garbage for single cultivators. But for me, it was a mountain of gold.
So bitter.
This spirit shaft has enough spiritual energy to hold its ground. I drink a whole bucket of spirit water.
Breaking through to the chi refining stage. 2 days on the second level.
From spiritual companions to chi refining tracks. Then proceed to the second level of chi refining.
In the cultivation world, this speed is simply insane.
Even if they are prodigies with heavenly spiritual roots. From the first to the second level of chi refining.
The fastest ones can take at least a month.
When did our single courtyard start raising cattle?
Eat it!
How do grass eaters eat grass?
Really? But Senior Brother Chen from the Institute saw it with his own eyes.
Squatting in the material room, he grabbed a nimble shoe with both hands and stuffed it into his mouth.
Like feeding animals to dogs.
Isn't the whole ground being knocked up? Did he go wrong in his cultivation?
Lost in the way.
He had only reached the chi refining stage when he went mad. Where would the work come from for him?
I think he is just old and confused.
He couldn't tell if he was human or bullish.
Stop! 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 What are you doing here?
I can't come.
Senior Brother Chin said.
Before you can prove you are not a cow, no one is allowed to step even half a step into a single courtyard.
What does that mean?
Literal meaning. Finally left.
Do you think he wouldn't climb over the wall at night?
Not really.
Why not let the director know?
The door of the material room is locked.
Looks like we'll have to find another way.
I heard you turn into a cow.
Sushi-J.
Can't you just walk in through the door?
Walking through the door is boring, and I want to observe and see how you actually eat grass.
This girl really has a sharp tongue.
Still young. The last time I saw you, you were a centenarian old man. Now he looks just over 80.
Entering the second level of the chi refining realm. Only so much younger.
The Azure Spirit root. Spiritual energy, nourishing the body, is normal.
Honestly. You run to the single courtyard, to graze. What exactly happened? The whole sect had spread the news. Some people say you have Alzheimer's. Some say you are obsessed. Some even say you were a donkey in your past life.
I don't have a token. The kitchen cannot be entered.
He had been at the sect for 2 days, never had a proper meal,
hungry and unable to hold on.
And the kitchen was still inaccessible. So I went to the unit to try my luck. But they found the kitchen piled high with waste medicinal herbs.
At least, fill your stomach. So I ate some.
Sorry. It was my neglect. That day I left in a hurry. Forgot. I gave you the disciple token.
It is fine.
At least I managed to eat quite a bit of spirit herbs in the single courtyard.
It is not a loss.
But did not go.
Just giving you tokens isn't enough.
This month's outer disciples' salaries. 20 spirit stones. Originally, it was supposed to be given to you along with the token. You can use spirit stones to buy things in the sect's marketplace. Food, clothing,
and daily necessities are all there. I'll give you 10 extra ones. There was also a second-grade returning spirit pill, tonifying chi and moving the spirit. It was somewhat helpful for cultivators at the chi refining stage, not a good pill. But for you now, it should come in handy. Also, I will grant you one more request. Anything is fine, as long as it is not too much.
Proceed.
Let me remember for now. We'll talk about it when it is needed later.
But there is one thing I need to remind you. Stop going to the Pill Institute to eat grass. This story has spread far and wide. The people of the single courtyard are laughing. The people of the outer gate are laughing. Even the inner sect has people passing on it. It doesn't matter if you lose face alone. But don't forget, who brought you into the sect?
I understand.
No one will discover it again.
That is right. If you really crave it, go to the kitchen for a proper meal. Stop doing that kind of thing. By the way, even if you really want to eat grass, at least be a little more civilized. Don't squat on the ground and grab with your hands. What does it look like?
Civilized grass eating.
What should you eat?
What meat dishes are there?
Stewed spirit chicken, braised spirit rabbit, steamed spirit fish, plus a piece of braised beef.
Snack. Each brings a portion. Siphoner, you eat alone.
Add 4 more steamed buns.
2 bowls of porridge.
So, how much did the grass eating guy eat?
4 plates of dishes, 4 steamed buns, 2 bowls of porridge. 1 person.
And he grabbed it with his hand.
He did not use his chopsticks.
Hopefully, I will definitely go back in. No matter how much the cafeteria retails were eaten, the spiritual energy content is just average, compared to the mountain of medicinal waste in the single hospital pharmacy. It is not just 1 level lower. The threshold for mastering the 2nd to 3rd level is not low. Relying solely on gnawing on chicken legs and 0 rice porridge, I am afraid I won't break through even next year. I just hope to keep myself confined. You have to prove you are not a cow. Insufficient capacity, then increase capacity.
Speeding up digestion.
If the meridians around the Dantian could circulate faster,
spiritual energy is absorbed even faster.
That way, food stays in the stomach for even less time.
Digestion is faster. I can eat even more.
Who is it?
Outside, in the middle of the night.
Outer disciples can only enter the 1st level once. At most, borrow 2 cultivation methods.
And returned within 10 days.
Don't touch the red lead techniques on the shelves. Those are exclusive to the inner sect.
And gathered west of Antu. The extraordinary are all of the lowest grade, the most basic breathing and breathing techniques. Cultivation is slow, suitable for those without spiritual roots, who strengthen their bodies. 栓水 technique. Any technique that uses high-grade water attribute attacks. I am not a water spirit root. Can't use blazing fire palm. A mid-grade mortal. Grade fire attribute technique.
Also unusable.
The 1st level of cultivation method. Turns out it is all just to fool people. All the veins are clear and enlightened. All those who reach the highest grade. This technique can be adjusted, controlling the speed of the internal meridians. In a short time, accelerating the spiritual energy transfer in a certain area is extremely short. Its combat value is not high. Cultivation is not recommended. regulates the speed of meridian flow within the body, accelerates the circulation of spiritual energy in a certain area. Isn't this exactly what I am looking for? Others felt this technique had little practical value. That is because they use it to fight desperately. Burst in a short time and it is gone.
Whoever uses it loses out.
But I don't need to work so hard. What I need is to make the meridians around the dantian circulate faster. Digest and absorb the spiritual energy it ingests as quickly as possible. As long as the digestion speed keeps up, my stomach can make space. You can eat even more. Eating more means a greater amount of spiritual energy input. It was practically tailor-made for me. I have become one too. Although it lasted less than half a cup of tea before it faded. But it really worked. The efficiency of spiritual energy circulation in the dry pot has indeed improved significantly. And my appetite really did improve. The same amount of time would take 2 hours to digest. Now, about an hour is enough to eat the same amount. But digestion time is cut in half. That means I can eat an extra meal. The wrinkles have faded again. The youthful self is slowly returning.
You bastard at cheating 3 times for a reward.
Who would believe I wronged you? Who smokes less yourself?
Alright.
Stop arguing.
All my salary has been spent. This month, let's drink the northwest wind.
This month, I finished 20 snacks. Lost everything in one night. Go back and eat dirt.
Who told you to hold on to the last one?
If you don't follow, you'll still have 5 left.
You lose lightly.
Didn't you lose everything too?
Hey! Look!
Who is it?
It is so late, and you are still sitting in the yard.
I remembered.
Isn't that the old man who grazed on grass? The same person who went to the single courtyard a few days ago to gnaw on medicine dregs. The entire outer sect was spread throughout the entire outer sect. The one who eats grass is the one people call the cow of the single courtyard. That is right. It is just wrong. I heard it is also a specialty in the cafeteria.
Eating 4 bowls in 1 meal. That show vegetable is eaten by hand. Nickname, big and so fierce.
And the third part is that people are really embarrassed.
Brother Shi.
You say this person has been sealed like this. What is the use of keeping your salary? His snack for this month. Most likely. They haven't spent it yet. Moreover, I heard that the sect leader personally ordered that Elder Su be forbidden from helping this person. In other words, no one is taking care of him right now.
2 layers of artifact refining. 1 is the second level of artifact refining. The short, stout leader had a clear layer of spiritual energy, more than 3 layers thick. Within his body, there were faintly 4 or 5 layers of foundation.
It is not good to cause trouble.
What was it again?
叶长生.
Ye Changsheng! Oh, dear brother! Aren't you just hoping to borrow some spiritual food for your working expenses?
You probably haven't spent your salary this month yet, have you?
Lend it out for use, and later pay you back if you haven't spent it all.
Master! Look at you! That is not quite fair. We're all outer brothers.
Looking down. I see each other.
Why bother?
And hand over his salary. The great families live in harmony and without trouble. You are a newcomer who has only been here a few days ago. No need to argue with your buddies over a few snacks.
I suggest you think twice. I am the person Elder Su brought into the sect. Think carefully about the consequences before you touch me.
Elder Sa.
Master,
Your news is way too much of a color contest. The sect leader personally issued the order. Elder SU must not offer you any help. Everyone in the sect knows you are just an outer sect servant, with no one to look after you. Seeing Elder Su's reputation, who are you trying to fool? Stop dawdling. Hand over the spirit stones.
We take it and leave, not making things difficult for you to leave.
SU Mengal's reputation doesn't work well. Then he could only rely on himself.
Not toasting the old man, not drinking and having to drink a penalty drink. Ha.
And then there are realm losers. Step aside.
The chi refining reaches 2 layers. Just this one last time. Hand over the spirit stone.
I won't play anymore. If you don't want die.
Let's go.
That palm the moment his left hand touched Shiquan's palm power.
The spiritual vein flowed through the meridians into his left palm.
After releasing it with his left hand,
its power multiplied several times over.
It seems that spiritual veins not only add spiritual energy to food,
it can also enhance cultivation techniques. I heard that Shiquan went looking for trouble with that grass. Eating Guy last night. He sent Shiquan flying with a single palm and trained 5 levels.
Who else could that Shiquan be? The person was carried back.
2 layers of close-up shots fell on the spot. Is that for real? That old grass eating man has only been here for a few days. Wasn't he only at the 2nd level of artifact forging before?
Who would have thought?
Anyway, everyone on the stone side said, the spiritual energy fluctuations of that palm strike. At least, there has to be a tool refinement. 7 or 8 stories.
He had only been cultivating the 7th and 8th floors for a few days.
That is why it is so unusual.
If a Kangling root is planted in a haha person, it was enough to transform an ordinary cultivator.
If the sect leader hadn't already given the order.
HM.
Master.
Come in.
As for Yi Changsheng's case, have you heard?
I heard about it.
Last night, he repelled Shiquan. 1 palm struck down the opponent. 2 levels of realm.
From today onward, staring at him. What does he eat? What should you practice? Who have you met? What changes have occurred in the realm? Write it all down. Give me timely reports. The disciple understood. If his cultivation progress is too fast, the disciples understood clearly.
It was normal for outer disciples to privately exchange ideas. It is not surprising that a moment of action and the loss of control are not unusual.
Go ahead.
2 ribs are split. The chest meridians are blocked and stagnant.
It hurts so much.
The 0 energy on the 2nd layer of the face is pitifully thin. Damn. This little thing has almost no hope of healing injuries. If he'd known things would turn out like this, handing over those 20 spirit stones would have been one thing.
Taking this beating was really not worth it.
The 2nd grade noble spirit pill was originally intended to be saved for cultivation breakthroughs. But now, there is no time to worry about that. If the injury drags on,
forget about cultivation.
A few days later, you can't even walk steadily. If you really want to damage the foundation, that would cost more than just a few days of cultivation time. The pill has changed. The concentration of spiritual energy in this pill had at least doubled.
The medicinal properties are also purified.
态度使之更贵体 and 鬼灵丹 is instantly upgraded to 3rd grade.
These past few days, he had been eating spirit herb waste. Eating spirit, beast meat, and spirit water.
Gnawing on crispy pastries.
My mind is always thinking about how to eat it. He hadn't even considered the elixir before.
If you use the spiritual vein seed in pills from the start,
The second rank changed to the third rank. The third rank then adds a lifting agent to lift it upward.
Pills are the true path to take within the spiritual vein. Where it rolled over, the blocked needle的经脉接连被冲开 open.
A light surged forth, like swelling and pain, turning into soreness and distension.
Slowly turning into warmth. The total amount of spiritual energy nearly doubled. The threshold of Qi refining level 3 was already right in front of him. He still needed to find more spiritual energy pills. This path was definitely the best. The spiritual energy gained after eating it far surpasses that from food and waste spiritual herbs.
Earlier, he had used 4 out of 20 spirit stones.
Now, only that remains.
Of the 16 pieces in the Yu Miaozong workshop, the cheapest was a first-grade Qi supplement pill.
1 spirit stone.
The effect of 10 pills combined. It might not even compare to half a second-grade Guiling pill, even if you take the spiritual vein seed and raise a first-grade pill to second grade. But it is still far from the truth.
What I need now are higher grade pills. At the very least, you must be of the third rank.
But the cheapest third grade pills on the market cost at least 50 pills.
1 spirit stone.
10 pomegranates. But not even a third of them could be bought. But I can buy food for medicine. Hopefully, the food won't even get into the cafeteria.
The zero air is too thin.
Hopefully, scrap material is currently the only place where spiritual energy can be obtained in large quantities. As for Sumeng Yao Meibie side, you can do things more discreetly. Last time, I was too foolish. In broad daylight, squatting in the material room, grazing on grass. How could you not get caught? This time, we need to try a different approach. Sneak out at night to eat, and then leave.
Who is that? Just that grass. Eater.
Yi! Senior! Brother! Yi! What brings you here today?
Go in and take a look.
Brother Yi.
This really wasn't meant to stop you. The garden director had given the order beforehand. We wouldn't dare to go against it.
Why don't you come another day?
Or what you lack. We'll go in and help you get it.
I went in and took a walk.
Do not cause trouble.
Senior brother Ye, please take care. Watch your steps.
He had just broken through to the third level of Qi refining. The most important thing now is to lay a solid foundation and steady progress.
Gently tap. Gently tap.
The straps are about to tear. You move a bit to the left. On the left side, my leg is sore from walking.
Why is there so much spiritual energy today?
This thing contains spiritual energy, although it was 混乱.
The capacity is very large.
Wait, what is in your bag?
Senior brothers, if you don't control the heat of the lung, strengthening pills, well, if the medicinal ingredients are mixed incorrectly. The furnace temperature was off, so all the exploded ones were thrown here. We were about to send this batch to Dangshu.
Danshu is the seller at the back of the unit. Specialized in piling up scrap receipts. Put it in for a few months. Will rot apart on its own. And finally, turned into black mud.
Moved every day. It is so annoying.
I have been at the Alchemy Institute for 2.5 years. For a full 2.5 years!
Let alone alchemy.
I wasn't even allowed to touch the edge of the furnace. Every day, he moves spiritual herbs to useless ones. Carries waste pills. What is the difference between a laborer and a laborer?
The senior brothers refined pills. We do our jobs.
The senior brothers have been ruined.
Let's wrap up.
Saying he came to the Alchemy Institute to learn alchemy. But after more than 2 years, no one was willing to teach even the most basic fire control techniques.
Can you give me these useless orders? Here you go. Each person receives 1 spirit stone. I want these useless orders.
Don't rush yet.
If you useless ones move in, Dangshu will be turned to black mud. Who would go check this for no reason?
Besides,
Things like scrapping the slips. Normally, if a person eats it, their spiritual energy will only surge.
the meridians are in disorder.
Even if used as poison, it wouldn't work.
If he wants it, just give it to him. Anyway, it is not worth much.
A snack. Our class only got 2 scrap orders for this trip, and it still has to be divided among 3 people.
Now, you don't have to do anything. Each person takes 1 for free. Where else can you find such a good deal?
Take it away.
Let me be clear. If something really happens,
It has nothing to do with us.
Thank you 3 very much.
Hey, why do you take these fragmented orders? You don't want to eat it too, do you?
Rest assured. Not eating.
He wouldn't really want to eat it, would he?
Do whatever you want.
废单吃肉死不了. At most, they could escape for a few days to rest. Let's go. Let's wrap up.
This was a genuine 2nd-grade pill. Second. Grade high. Quality to the next level. Over 100 discarded orders. Over 100 in total.
Got rich.
3 grains are of the 3rd rank. 7 are of the 2nd rank and high grade. 10 are 2nd grade, intermediate grade. 4. Guyuan pills. Used to stabilize cultivation.
Laying the foundation.
6 chi tonifying pills. It can directly increase the spiritual energy in the dantian. 3 body. Tempering pills to temper muscles and bones. Strengthen the physical body. Gathering 2 scattered pieces. Tempting the efficiency of absorbing spiritual energy within the time limit.
Only 5 remained.
The properties of the medicine are unclear. For now, I dare not touch it recklessly. These 8 are the best for boosting realm levels. Gaiyuan Dan retained a stable realm. The body tempering pill is kept to refine the body. Those 5 unfamiliar ones must be set aside for now. I'll try it slowly in the future. Tonight, I'll start with a 3 grade 1. The rest will be discussed tomorrow.
He had to hurry back and report.
Third, generation missiles? This news is very important. Senior brother, you must want to know. What exactly did Yi Changsheng do with the missiles?
Where is it? Early in the morning, Sister Susu emerged from the pine forest north of the outer gate. Still sneaking around. Tell me, you camped there all night.
What should you look at?
What?
I just said.
I said
it was Senior Brother Song, who asked me to come. He told me to keep an eye on Yi Changsheng.
Song Wenchen. What did he want you to watch?
Monitoring Yi Changsheng's cultivation progress. Train by staring at what he eats.
How does your realm change?
If he cultivates too quickly,
The master would arrange for someone to interfere with him.
find a way to hold him back. He guaranteed he wouldn't reach the body refining realm within 10 years.
And also,
Ye Changsheng 昨天去了丹院 Institute yesterday. He exchanged 3 bags of waste pills from the transporting disciples. Each person gave a spirit stone. I saw him carry the things back to his residence with my own eyes.
Abolish the single one.
Why does he take a useless ticket?
I don't know. His door was tightly shut.
The window is also covered.
I can't see anything.
Go back and tell your senior brother. As for Yi Changsheng's case, it is best to reach out less and mix in more often. Song Wenchen sent people to keep an eye on Yi Changsheng. It is likely that the origin of this matter did not lie with Song Wenchen. Most likely, the 4th Elder's Withered Formation was the 4th Elder's Formation. This eagle snake really couldn't sit still. I have to tell Master about this.
The Master said. Kurongzhen sent people to monitor Yi Changsheng. Ye Changsheng then exchanged 3 generations of discarded pills from the disciples of the Pill Institute. Yes. The third hawkage transported it from the Dan Institute and exchanged it from disciples. Each person receives 1 spirit stone. I couldn't figure it out either. Why would he use a useless ticket? He had been in the household less than half a month ago. Cultivating and maintaining common knowledge is insufficient. Most are eager to cultivate. He thought the residual medicinal power in the ruined pill could also be used to enhance his cultivation. Can't use it. The spiritual energy within the lung pill is too chaotic. The erysipelas are also severe. If a normal cultivator takes it, it only adds to the wound. If light, the spiritual energy surges in reverse when the meridians are blocked. In severe cases, erysipelas enter the dantian. The foundation is about to be destroyed. No matter how high the quality of the Kangling root, he was only at the 3rd level of chi refining now. The foundation is too shallow, unable to withstand erysipelas. If he really eats it!
The root of the azure spirit is damaged. The road ahead is cut off. This is exactly what some people want to see.
That old thing with the withering and flourishing needle. He was eager for Yi Changsheng to get into trouble. If Yi Changsheng destroyed the Kang spirit root himself, there is no need to wait 20 years. The azure spirit root was destroyed ahead of schedule. It was exactly what he had planned. Master, so what should we do? Maybe I should go collect all those useless orders right now.
Taking it back would only solve a temporary problem. What he lacks now is not a useless order.
This is a pill.
Go to the Alchemy Institute and arrange a job for him. Sweeping and moving are all possible.
Hang a name.
Each month, he received 3 pills. The rank does not need to be too high. Second, Great Fandan is enough.
Master, didn't the sect leader say before that you wouldn't help him?
Adding a menial disciple to the Alchemy Institute.
Not counted as helping.
The Alchemical Institute lacked personnel. He happened to be idle, each taking what they needed.
It has nothing to do with me, Master. You are clearly showing concern for him.
Concern.
You treat him differently from others.
Master, tell me the truth. Besides the azure spirit root,
do you have some other feelings for Yi Changsheng?
Nonsense. I cultivate the supreme great sword Tao. The way of the sword seeks wisdom as sharp as iron. 10,000 thoughts arise from desire. For sword cultivators, is the greatest inner demon. 40 years ago, when I was facing the tribulation of love, have already been cut down. I leave behind a single leaf that grants immortality. It was only because after the Pure Land School, the situation has become so harsh. No spirit stones, no pills, no cultivation methods, no connections. Remembered by the elders, and was bullied by his disciples. But he was still cultivating. He did not give up, nor did I blame anyone. I just feel that he did not let down that rebirth pill. So, I felt a bit comforted.
That is all there is to it. Comfort and relief. The people Shu met were as emotionally dull as stones, clearly caring in my heart. But he insists on going in circles with his words, desperately proving that she doesn't care that much. Okay, every step brings comfort. Then, I'll go to the single courtyard and arrange 3 second-grade mortal pills.
Distributed monthly.
It is a job. Just let him sweep the floor. Anyway, he was familiar with the single courtyard.
Master,
I know about the 4th elder's side.
His hand couldn't reach out too far.
Younger.
Kangling Gen Horse, spiritual energy, nourishes the body.
Tell me, how is your cultivation going?
Qi refining 3rd level.
The fluctuations of spiritual energy were very clear. 3 layers of Qi refining, and their foundation is very solid. It doesn't look like a recent breakthrough. It seemed more like a steady approach that took months of effort to develop. 从入门到现在, till now. At most, it was less than a month. From someone who has just crawled out of a grave. An old man with skull bones who hadn't even formed a spiritual embryo. Reaching the 3rd level of chi refining in less than a month. How exactly did you train it? Alright. No matter how much you train, if you can reach the 3rd floor, it means you haven't taken the wrong path. I have important business to attend to. My master's idea is to find you a position in the sect.
The envoy responded.
Holding a title and receiving a moon phoenix is better than stealing grass every day. Where do you want to go? The kitchen room, the sutra library, or the miscellaneous hall?
Hopefully.
I hope you still think about that place.
A pavilion near the water.
Proceed.
If I wish, I just wish to leave.
Senior brother Yi.
What is wrong? Keep going.
What? Are you charging money again?
Senior sister still misunderstood.
I was just yesterday's snack. A single courtyard is the sect's single courtyard. It is not the inn your family runs in. Next time I hear you guarding the gate, collecting tolls, I've come to talk to you in person.
Let's go. Senior brother Qing, I want to assign Yi Chasheng a task in a single courtyard. He could do odd jobs and sweep the floor. Just have a name.
No single courtyard lacks staff.
Truly not lacking.
Moving, cleaning.
There are all gatekeepers here.
The rematch players come in. Scheduling shifts is difficult.
I don't pick on tasks. Transporting some scrap and scrap documents every day is fine. Not occupying the official quota.
Scrap and scrap orders are also responsible.
No need to fill in more.
Brother Qinshi, do me 5 favors. Just one errand for a job. It is not like I told you to give him the pill furnace.
The Alchemy Institute's structure was set by the master.
I cannot alter it privately.
If Junior Sister Sue wants another favor, that is fine. Next time, you need help. Hopefully, the quota won't be available.
Nerd.
I hope the official positions are set by master.
I cannot alter it privately.
If Junior Sister Sue wants another favor, that is fine. Next time you need help, a single. Most quotas are not allowed.
Nerd.
Senior brother Qing.
Do you know the rebirth pill?
Vitality pill.
8th grade of elixirs. The legendary revitalization pill that can bring the dead back to life.
What does it have to do with me?
I've eaten it.
You said the 8th grade rebirth pill. Elder Sue personally took it for me. My life is the rebirth pill. The grade 8 rebirth. Pill pulled back from the grave.
Are you sure it is 8th rank? Not an imitation pill. Not a low-grade substitute pill.
Are you sure?
Did Elder Sue say it himself?
What does it feel like after taking it? Spiritual energy begins to revive from the dantian. Or did it move from the very marrow? Is there any rejection during physical body remodeling? Heart meridian recovery is expanded outward from the core.
Or is it reclaimed from the limbs?
Calm down. First.
Stay calm.
The 8th grade rebirth pill. Since the founding master created the elixir vow, the 8th grade pill recorded by Yuma sect. In total, I took 3 rebirth pills, and I've only seen it in ancient texts.
Now, tell me, you ate one.
How am I supposed to stay calm?
Senior brother Qin.
Since you are so interested in the effects of the rebirth pill, then why not let me stay in the Alchemy Institute? I am right before your eyes. The physical body was restored. The meridians change. Spiritual energy is absorbed. You can see whatever you want to see, the living medicinal power. It is worth more than those few lines in ancient texts, right?
Sit down.
The single core token. Starting today, you are officially assigned to a single college. What do you need to observe for a task? You don't have to do anything else. Reporting to the Alchemy Institute every day. Just cooperate with me to record it.
Yu Weifeng.
4 second. Grade elixirs.
4 was still second, or 8th grade pills of living demonic energy.
It might not be possible to find a second 4-second grade pills anywhere on the entire continent. Switching to a long-term observer.
I hope it does not fail.
Let me ask you one more question.
What?
Would you be willing to be dissected? What? Dissection? The most thorough way to observe pharmacodynamics is through autopsy. You are still alive now. Only the living are urgent. Don't worry. My knife strikes steadily. The chances of killing you are slim.
But was unwilling. Thank you.
Many spirit masters were unwilling.
What a pity.
Life is good. Let's go. I've known this bookworm for 5 years. He rejected me 17 times. Today, I actually let you win it off with just one sentence. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I don't believe he would willingly pay someone a monthly salary.
4 second, grade elixirs, plus my ability to repair broken pills. This path was finally open.
Miss Su.
Do you know someone? The Joe Governor was easy.
The Joe Governor was easy. How do you know this name?
It was said that the outer disciples mentioned it during casual conversation, talking about the genius disciples of the spirit god sect.
I remembered it.
周木易啊, the direct disciple of the Lingshan sect leader. The direct disciple of the leader of a top-tier sect. Do you know what this means? It means he has the best resources, the best cultivation method, the most appeals. That woman reached the early stage of the golden core stage in less than 100 years. Looking across the 9 provinces, among his peers, those who could compare to him, you could count them on one hand. Outside, everyone called her the spiritual scientist. There are plenty of male cultivators pursuing her. His reputation was also great. People everywhere in Shujo know that her early golden core stage is less than 100 years old.
As for me, Fado became a crippled man with immortal marrow, buried in the ground for 33 years. Death has happened once more, and was pulled out of the grave again. Now he still has to race against his lifespan, desperately cultivating, just to live a few more years, at the same starting point. In the end, things have turned out to be worlds apart. ço木易已夺我随me. I follow, creating one's own path to immortality. Just wait. I will have to pay this debt back sooner or later. The sky is not early.
I am tired. Do you have a bed over there? Lend me a night's sleep. As long as it exists. Hurry up! I still want to take a shower.
Right here.
It was this old bastard who beat me up like this!
That is it.
You are the one who broke the stones.
Fei was spared.
Only losing 2 levels of realm fragments.
And it is pretty hard.
What compensation does he owe you?
He hurt me, and even shattered 2 levels of my cultivation. This debt has to be settled, right?
Did you hear that?
Shikuan demanded compensation. How much do you plan to compensate?
These 2 clearly came prepared. Shikuan suffered losses. This time, bring helpers. Zhu Liyuan has 5 small plot points where the 8 emotions of qi refining surpass herself. If I go head on, I'll definitely be at a disadvantage. But if we back down now, maybe the compensation for spirit stones can be resolved.
But what if they refuse to admit it?
Zhu Liyuan 8成会动手, likely to fight. SU Qianhei will awaken.
Sessu Mengao would find out sooner or later. Those who wither and flourish to the point of their peak.
This game was completely exposed.
No compensation was made.
Say it again.
I said I wouldn't pay compensation. Last time Shikuan came to snatch my snacks. I hit him. He brought it on himself.
If we really do settle accounts, he should be the one to pay. I find it interesting.
Zhu Linyuan.
The top 10 outer gate disciples.
What about you?
Ye Changsheng.
Ye Changsheng. I've heard of your name. The cunning root that Elder Siu brought back to the sect was nothing but an old bone. Someone like you is worthy of cultivating immortality. I heard you took quite a few herbs from the Alchemy Institute. But regarding Western medicine, I only found out today.
and can actually dodge quite well. And now...
And you have to tough it out.
Second, grade pills.
Where did an outer disciple like you come from? Second grade pills.
Where did Daju come from?
Sister Sue.
What are you doing in the middle of the night?
Get out!
But did not go.
I have something to ask Senior Brother Yi.
I said so.
Get out. Sister Sue.
Do you still remember what the sect leader said? The rules personally set by the sect leader. Elder Su couldn't help Yi Changsheng. Everyone in the sect knows. If you intervene now, is it considered bad? The sect leader's rules? I am not here to cause trouble. I just want to get clear. Where did Senior Brother Yi get the pills in his hands?
The path of origin is correct.
Of course, that is not a problem. But if the origin is not legitimate, then the sect leader would have to decide.
If you dare to cross this line, I'll trouble you!
And fled. But let's go.
Where did the pills come from?
Did you trade for the pill you gave me? Recently, there have been always people looking for trouble. I am afraid I'll be at a loss, so I switched to some life-saving items.
Don't do this anymore. I know what you are thinking. You think my master saved you, not wanting to cause him any more trouble. But the sect leader is the sect leader. I'll help you again, but I'll go against the sect leader again. Avoid it whenever possible. If you really can't avoid it, just accept it. Don't think about fighting head, or with just a few pills. Your cultivation is right here. No matter how many pills there are, they can't change much.
I am heading back first. Tomorrow, someone will come to repair the gate.
His cultivation is right here.
No matter how many elixirs there are,
You can't change much.
3 of the 3rd grade. 7 beads of the 2nd rank high grade. 10 grains of the 2nd grade are of the middle grade, and 5 of them have unknown origins, for those whose effects have not yet arrived. There are 25 in total. If these things were dug up, he simply couldn't explain it clearly. Zhu Lingyuan was already suspicious. Next time it comes knocking, perhaps it won't be just Zhu Lingyuan. It might even directly alert the sect leader. Rather than letting others find out, better to swallow it all in one go. Survived. That meridian was absorbing the spiritual energy of heaven and earth by itself. What if this bean sprout keeps growing? If one day a withered spiritual tooth pierces through all the meridians throughout the body?
Wouldn't that mean I am even cultivating my breathing?
Senior Brother Ye. My name is Joanne.
Senior Brother Qin, let me show you the task. This is roughly how the daily work in our single courtyard is scheduled. 40, approximately 50 in the morning. Freshly delivered. Spiritual herbs are delivered into each single room. Feed 10, approximately noon in the afternoon. Clearing out waste materials from each single room.
Then, send them to the material storage room.
When the material room is full, everything is handled in a unified manner. Let's go to the Linkou Pavilion first.
Come, let's start from this side. Senior Brother Yi.
You
You are eating waste.
Used to snacking.
I continued.
Besides moving spirit, herbs to clear waste.
There is also a task, handling the scrapped documents.
Every day, each single room produces a batch of useless lists. Someone needs to send me my red beard. Originally, this work was done in shifts by 3 people.
But, 干什么?
Someone from the 4th Elder's side has arrived. He took a 5th grade pill and exchanged the pill recipe with senior brother Chin.
The disciples who were originally responsible for handling the scrap orders. They've all been transferred elsewhere.
So, what is it?
So the shipping bill and guarding the single courtyard. And it all falls on you alone. I had no choice. Senior brother Qing agreed, and Gurong Zhen really knew how to make a move.
Taking a 5th grade pill recipe in exchange for all the useless tasks falls on one person. This work is exhausting, and the cinnabar beard is at the deepest part of the elixir essence, running back and forth again and again. Half an hour might not even be enough. Piling all these tasks on myself, it is obvious they're trying to drain my time and energy, leaving him no time to cultivate. 10 years pass without reaching the realm of severing the body. Can Lingan then return to the sect? This old snake really has a lot of plans.
If nothing happens.
I said it was fine. This job is pretty good. I like it.
This is not a pile of scrap. This is a treasure trove. We're home.
Remember to lock the door at night.
Fourth rank.
7 waste pills. Merge into one. He actually became a 4th rank official. Now that the spiritual vein seed has sprouted, the repair speed is faster. Several times faster. It even gained a new ability. Mixing the medicinal power of multiple failed pills together to smash the seminal flow. Finally, he pressed out a higher grade pill.
Over 1,000 grains.
A total of over 1,000 waste pills.
It seems that, with his current abilities, at most, he could only train up to the 4th rank.
If you want to go further up, or more ghost pills are needed.
Or they have to wait for the spiritual vein seed to continue transforming. Enough moments. He narrowly escaped with his life.
All right.
Overtraining.
Senior brother Zhu Lingyuan! What is wrong with senior brother Zhu Lingyuan?
Ye Chengsheng.
Yi Chengsheng fainted in the Denshu.
Got it.
Should we wake him up?
No need to cultivate excessively and become unconscious. Forcing them to wake up only damages their foundation. Let him lie down by himself. When awake, you will naturally awaken. For the next few days, no one should disturb him. And also forbidding food and drinks being delivered.
I cannot defy the Bamboo Grove courtyard. If I still wish to survive in the outer sect, you must obey his instructions. You are awake.
I thought you were going to sleep to death.
First, drink water. Eat a little more.
Senior brother has always been watching over Zhuling Yuan.
You can't say anyone will come to disturb you, but I am afraid you'll wake up and no one will take care of you. So I secretly came over to check a few times. You slept for almost a whole day and night.
为什么? Huh? Why take care of me? Are you a spy for the Bamboo Grove Garden?
Yes. I am the spy of senior brother Zulin Yuan in the single courtyard. You need to regularly report your situation. But I really can't bear to watch you die.
Why?
Because you look like my grandpa. I have been in the sect for 5 years, haven't returned home for 5 years. I haven't seen my grandfather for 5 years. I don't know if he is still here now. Maybe it is gone long ago. But every time I see you, I always think of him. So I don't want to watch you die here.
People first make clear paths. Once you step onto the route, many matters in the mortal world no longer concern me. That is what the sect says. Shu's fate mostly ended the same way.
I do not know!
Knowing you still came to help me.
If I don't do this, it will harm me. My Tao heart has gone out.
But the moon is on fire.
It was Zhu Lingyuan's responsibility.
Although I have no evidence.
But it definitely has to be done. The Bamboo Grove Garden should know that these waste spiritual herbs are useful to them. A single fire burns it clean. It was like forcibly severing my path of cultivation.
What a pity.
The scrap storage is gone. I still hold a red whisker in my hand. That cellar piled with thousands of spent bombs is my true lifeline. This fire in the Bamboo Grove Garden burned in the wrong place.
Second grade pills, Senior Brother Yi.
Starting today, you should report to Zhuling Yuan as usual. But how to report? Whatever you say, listen to my wishes.
Over at Zhuling Yuan.
I'll cover for you. Quiet. The scrap storage incident must be thoroughly investigated. Find the Hacha single courtyard as a reward for a third-grade pill.
Senior Brother Qin.
I think Yi Changshang is the most suspicious. Many people have seen it happen every now and then. To the waste storage area. Once inside, it took half a day. Who knows what he is doing inside?
Yes, I've seen it too. Yes, he even eats waste. Who knows if something was stolen? He set the fire because he was afraid of being discovered.
Who knows? Maybe he destroyed some evidence.
Enough.
Before the matter is clarified, I don't want to hear people falsely accusing me here. It was originally transported between the scrap storage and the single needs. Frequent access to the scrap warehouse is his duty. It doesn't count as evidence, and handed over to the judicial office for investigation before the court issues its verdict.
Who is gossiping about the roots of gossip?
Falsely accusing, and falsely accusing others.
I will personally report this to the 3 elders. The judge was ordered to come and investigate the case of the monks at the Dan Institute. All disciples present must be investigated one by one.
Just investigate. Ye Changshang.
Is it?
Don't run the trench with spiritual energy.
Zhuihuan powder can trace the place where the soul owner stayed the longest within 7 days. If the soul is here, the soul body will drift on its own to the scrap storage.
The marriage body points to a single and empty form. Currently, has no direct connection with the waste warehouse. However, the suspicions have not been completely cleared. Before the case is clarified, you must not leave. All disciples involved must be thoroughly investigated. Cases may only be handled after the case is concluded.
All right. Confinement or solitary. Confinement in a single cell. Most of these people don't know that. Lock me up here.
It is no different from throwing a vicious wolf into a sheep pond. Have you reached the 5th level of qi refining?
Senior Brother Yi, come out. Case closed. Caught it. Got it.
Who?
The cook in the kitchen.
What is it called? Shujo, who are you talking about?
Pan Yue, the old disciple from the Shujo kitchen, checked the order with the soul-chasing umbrella.
All the disciples in Yuanli are fine.
But on the afternoon of the fire breakout, Shujo came to the courtyard to deliver food. This can be found in the entry and exit records. Later, Director Pan went to investigate again. Shujo's soul-chasing spirits scattered and fell into disarray. His soul body drifted into the Feilu vault. Now people are locked in the climbing dungeon, convicted 2 days later.
What crime should be convicted? Burning the pill wish.
It can only be a capital offense.
Eat first before heading out at dawn.
I wish to see Shujo, but you cannot proceed.
I only hope that my disciple Yi Chengsheng, because of the matter of humbly reporting to the desk, he needed to verify some details with Shu Yao.
The sign for the single courtyard can't be managed, and it is a dungeon. It seems the judicial office must preside over the order. No one can come without a warrant.
Half an hour. Night after night, he lived forever. It is me.
What are you doing here?
This place is not where you should be.
Did you set the fire? I don't remember why you went to the single courtyard to deliver food that afternoon.
We will deliver to the unit every 3 days.
It is my turn.
Did you go to the scrapyard?
I do not know.
I delivered the meal to the back door of the single room and left.
Your soul body drifted into the scrap storage.
I know.
Pan Yuan's people told me. But I really didn't set fires. I don't even remember what happened after delivering the meal.
I don't remember after leaving the back door of the single room.
That section was completely empty. When I came to my senses, he was already on his way back to the kitchen. What exactly happened in between? I have no memory of it at all.
He lost his memory.
A memory that has been emptied for no reason. This is absolutely abnormal. What about before going to the single hospital? Did anything unusual happen before the meal was delivered?
What ammunition? Someone gave me a pill. About an hour before I went out for my farewell meal.
Who?
朱丽叶. He went to the kitchen to ask for hot water. Before leaving, he took out a pill from his pocket. He said it was some kind of chitonifying pill. He told me to hold it to replenish my health.
I didn't want it at first.
He urged him several times.
He forced it onto me.
我不该吃的. Eat. But that was a bottle of qi replenishing pill. How many people in the kitchen have seen proper pills? I couldn't resist and ate it. After eating, I didn't feel anything was wrong, so I went to Danyue, as usual. Then everything that followed was cut off.
What Julin Yuan gives you is not a qi tonifying pill at all. It was a special ammunition that could affect consciousness. After you eat it, you become a puppet being led along. Go to the scrap storage to set fire before leaving. Everything is accomplished unconsciously. When the effects of the medicine wear off, memories naturally fade away.
Even if the soul-chasing disperse is scattered, it will still reveal the whereabouts of the soul body. Framing was clean and decisive. Now that all this has happened for so long, the effects of the medicine have long since worn off. There is no way there is any evidence left inside you.
Was it that pill that caused me?
I have spent 30 years in the kitchen. 30 years of cutting vegetables. Cooking for 30 years. Doesn't know anything clever.
And can cook.
In the end, not even a single peel could block it.
Serves you right.
It is not your fault.
It is my fault.
I was greedy.
I am giving it to you.
This is the most valuable thing of my life. Cooking for 30 years. That is all I've accumulated.
Take it. Leave a memento.
The scrap storage has been thoroughly handled.
Clean up.
The soul-chasing powder had already traced the kitchen to the cook. The court also made a decision. 2 days later, the execution was carried out. It has nothing to do with us.
He gave birth to a single cook.
The cost is nothing. What truly matters is the result. Ye Changsheng had some acquaintance with the cook. Without such a person, the mind must have been disturbed by others. Naturally, his cultivation slowed down.
Master's meaning is, don't touch Ye Changsheng's life yet. It was enough to delay his cultivation progress. A cultivator whose mind is unsettled.
His cultivation efficiency was the highest, but only about 30% of his usual level. 10 years of limitation.
I can't withstand such exhaustion. Brother Song, rest assured.
I've already arranged for someone to keep an eye on Yi Changsheng.
What does he do every day?
Whom did he meet?
To what stage of cultivation one goes? I can tell who it is right away.
Zhou Han.
But the disciples in the courtyard responsible for moving things. Yi Changsheng had the most contact with him. This person is honest and never gets fatigued.
Next month, the outer gate, grand competition.
After performing well with a big stroke, the master will elevate you into the inner sect. He returned and sat down with the fourth elder.
Thank you, Senior Brother Song. Senior Brother. Rest assured.
There would be absolutely no mistakes on Yi Changsheng's side.
Senior Brother Yi.
You calculated it!
I know, Shujo.
You know, Dad.
I woke up this morning on the climbing execution platform. No one spoke up for him.
I will go fetch the fish.
Qi refining stage 5. You've only been in the single courtyard for half a month.
Half a month ago.
You are still on the 3rd floor.
Grow fast. Dragon pattern pill.
This is a 4th grade, mid-grade dragon pattern pill. In my 12 years, I consumed so many spiritual herbs. It was only last year that he barely managed to reach the threshold of the 4th rank intermediate level.
The rate of completed elixir is less than 10%.
Even 10 furnaces might not produce one of these pills.
Where did I get the pill refining from?
What did you say?
I said, I refined this pill. If you want medicine, can I still train?
Brother Yi. He requested to sit. Sit down. Sit down.
What are you standing for?
Go ahead.
You give me a tree first.
What kind of tree is being built?
How much does this grade 4 dragon pattern pill value in your eyes?
At least 5,000 spirit stones, top quality ones. Can sell for 7,000. Your grain is complete. Magazines are almost non-existent. 6,000 is no problem.
Senior Brother, Qin.
All these pills are given to you, if needed later. I can help you practice too. My condition is simple. Kill 6/4. Grade pills to prepare for each person. This is the Bamboo Grove Garden.
Wait a moment.
How do you want him to die?
Cut it down.
Still a bit more. Wait.
No need for you to kill.
Why are 6/4? Grade pills. If you swap for an outer disciple at the 8th level of Qi refining,
I do not suffer loss.
I know you don't lose out, but Zhu Linyuan's life, I have to carry it myself.
Then what do you want me to do? Help me block someone else.
I went to find Zhu Linyuan. Maybe someone else is involved. I need you to help me stop these people.
Proceed.
But now,
You are at the 5th level of artifact refining. The Bamboo Grove Garden has 8 tiers for refining artifacts.
With a difference of 3 ranks.
In the refining realm, 3 minor realms are already quite significant. Total amount of spiritual energy, quality of spiritual energy, vein toughness, and the speed of your shot all fall and collapse. It is no different from an egg hitting a rock.
So I need a cultivation technique.
The 100 veins unblocking technique for attacking cultivation techniques.
Partial support.
No direct damage. I need a game that allows me even when 3 levels below the threshold, there was still a chance to unleash a fatal blow. 5/4. Gray dragon pattern pills, exchanged for a single cultivation method.
Tai Changsheng casually produced 11 4th grade pills.
It seems he can train as much as he wants.
Not Quark.
He really has a stable path to 4th grade pills.
This means
Dan Yuan will resolve the pill dilemma that will persist for a long time.
it meant the 3rd elder was secluded to refine the 7th grade bitter green pill. The massive amount of auxiliary pills she needed.
It may not be a dead knot anymore.
The 7 killings are extinguished. The way of the 7 killings lies in pressing forward without hesitation, disregarding life and death, leaving no retreat route. Whenever he strikes, he immediately moves a deadly move. Each summons is a costly battle.
This was a cultivation technique created by the 3rd elder in his early years.
This technique forces all spiritual energy into killing power. No fancy designs, no variables, just one word, fast.
There are 7 styles in total.
Each move is a killing move. No defense, no false moves.
Nor did they test the waters.
Every move must bring blood. The lower the cultivator's realm, the more the eruption became, the more ruthless it was.
Because the total amount of spiritual energy at lower realms is small.
The less spiritual energy there is,
the easier it is to be pressed into a single blow.
Higher density. The damage is even more extreme.
What grade is this cultivation technique?
The lower tier of the heavenly ranks. Only those who personally teach it to be qualified to cultivate. You can basically find it outside, if you really want to estimate the price. A single 6th grade pill.
I can't refine a 6th grade pill.
I know.
You can't train it now. That doesn't mean you can't train it in the future.
In half a month, you went from chi refining level 3 to level 5. You can refine a 4th grade pill. The quality is better than what I've practiced for 20 years. For someone like you, it is only a matter of time before you can refine a 6th grade pill. Just think of it as me holding a move first.
Thanks.
Sigh.
The first is a kill. All spiritual energy pressed into the point where his right fist stared at the utmost. A punch was thrown.
Senior brother, Qin.
That Yi Changsheng hadn't left his pill beard for 3 days. Fei Dan Xuan took the entrance of the Dan chamber. The pill room was almost impossible to enter.
There were already shortages of manpower. The previous 3 transfer disciples were transferred away again. Right now, it is all up to us, taking turns, carrying the load. Ye Changsheng took his monthly salary and didn't work. Locking myself inside the elixir void. No one knows what they're doing. Why should we take the blame for him?
That is, he takes 4 2nd-grade pills a month. The leader received a higher salary than us, but in the end, he didn't do anything about living.
Who would accept this? Brother Qin.
This matter needs to be addressed. Otherwise, everyone will feel unfair.
That is all. That is all.
You.
You. And you. Starting today, you 3 won't be coming to the Peel Institute anymore.
Qin.
Senior brother, Qin.
I only hope the official positions are limited. Starting today, the positions of the 3 of you will be abolished.
The moon phoenix ceased its hair. The token was reclaimed.
Tomorrow, there is no need to come again.
7th, senior brother, you can't do this. We worked at the Alchemy Institute for more than 2 years. Just because he spoke a few truths. Just kick us out of the token!
You can go now. What is wrong? Does he look so pale?
This moment was reserved for Qing Wuyu. As for the rest of them, about 23rd grade pills, a dozen or so 4th grade elixirs. At the peak of the 5th level of Qi refining. Further down is the 6th level of Qi refining. Enough. The time has come.
Yi! Senior brother! Yi! Senior brother Yi! You have come out of seclusion! After such a long period of seclusion, he must have gained quite a lot, right?
Senior brother, Yi, you've worked hard.
Do you want me to make you a cup of tea?
Where is the bamboo grove garden?
On the east side of the outer gate. The lotus and emerald garden.
At this hour.
He was probably drinking tea in the courtyard.
Senior brother, Yi, what are you doing?
The door won't knock.
I have come to take your life.
Refining the Qi in 5 layers. And his progress is not small.
However,
you stay with me first. Is that all you can do?
What the hell is this? The 7 killings are completely eliminated.
This is a technique. Only a direct disciple is qualified to practice.
Where did you learn the 7 kills technique?
The 3rd layer has some skill in the enemy. Friendly engagement. But your body is at the 5th level of Qi refining.
It can't withstand a few backlashes. 3 realms below me.
And you even dare to go head to head with me, ignorant of life and death. Where did you get so many pills? Keep going.
Impossible.
Shu breach. What you shouldn't understand.
The grace of a single offense, and have long returned by imperial order.
Senior brother Qin.
Why is senior brother Qin stopping me?
Because you want to kill him, Ye Changsheng, and publicly killed fellow disciples. According to the sect laws, those who kill fellow disciples may be executed on the spot. I am only acting according to prophet. What strength are you relying on?
Execute on the spot.
Or there is an elder's order. Or there is a court ruling. You are neither an elder nor a disciple of the Judge Academy. What right do you have to uphold the law?
Senior brother Qin.
What is your relationship with Yi Changsheng? You are the head of the single courtyard.
He only wishes for a handyman. Isn't it worth falling out with me over him? I have nothing to do with him. Then, why did you? I just feel that, when it comes to killing, the judge should bring grievances and come to judge.
Not looking at you.
The Han Court carried out its duties according to the ancestral regulations. All involved individuals are not allowed to leave the venue.
No, senior brother Song personally stepped in.
What?
The 4th elder's direct disciple. Now with Jinian outer sect, Even such trivial matters have to be personally involved.
Sushiman.
My master's surname is So. Your master's surname is Cuff. We're completely unrelated.
Or do I have Su Qianhe and Ye Changshan kill fellow disciples?
The evidence is conclusive.
I hope Pan Yue will return to the ancestral home.
And to swiftly determine the guilt.
What are you pretending for? Are you still alive?
I am alive.
Take it away.
Truly! He killed Zhu Lingyuan!
Refining artifact has 5 layers. Killing artifact refining has 8 layers.
How is this possible? Look at him.
It is clearly the result of fighting desperately.
Just now, Senior Brother Qin and Senior Brother Song faced off. Didn't they?
Oh my god.
Speaking from beginning to end.
Don't miss a single word. After Yi Changsheng emerges from seclusion.
After asking where the Bamboo Grove Garden is, he charged straight in.
So, he went to kill the bamboo grove for the kitchen chef. This person is quite interesting. The master said,
The confrontation of Liangkui Courtyard. Yi Changsheng's deadly battle with Zhu Lingyuan.
Zhou An's confession. Q refining at level 5. Kills at level 8. And it is ahead. On battle.
Zhou An said he had dragged out more than a dozen third-grade blood and chi pills. Knocked down countless times. Every time I fall, I get up and keep fighting. In the end, the spiritual energy of the Bamboo Grove Garden was exhausted. He himself was on the verge of death. With that last breath, he killed someone.
How can you protect him? On the other side of the city gate, you won't allow me to help Yi Changsheng cultivate. Judging cases is the responsibility of the court. It has nothing to do with cultivation. The Azure Spirit Root has only 10 years left to live. If Yi Changsheng were to die in rebellion against Yan, the Can Lingzhen was also ruined. The sect leader would not want to see this outcome. Got it.
You say Bamboo Grove once sent a pill to Shujo.
It was Senior Brother Yi who told me personally after returning from the rebel courtyard. Shujo itself has also said, an hour before the meal was delivered, Zhu Lingyuan went to the kitchen to fetch a pot of hot water. Before leaving, he left behind a pill.
What pill?
Senior Brother Yi said it was most likely a first-grade illusion pill.
After taking the hallucinogenic pill, people may become mentally confused for a short time. Consciousness becomes blurred, but the body can still move. Like a puppet being pulled by strings, being able to do simple things according to others' arrangements.
It is about to fade away.
Everything that happened during that time would be completely forgotten. Get up and go back and wait for news.
Senior Brother Qin.
I refined the psychedelic pill! I really didn't know Zhu Lingyuan was going to harm people. He told me it was for testing medicine. He gave me 3 spirit stones.
Me.
I just helped him practice. As for his senior brother, I really don't know.
I really didn't expect things to escalate like this.
What about the records of spiritual herb usage?
Senior Brother Qin, as you wish.
The person who refines the illusion pill for Juling Garden, records of spiritual herb utilization are also present.
Senior Brother Qin, why are you helping him?
He owes me a 6th grade medicine.
He died.
Who will return my 6th grade pill?
The time when Zhu Juling was looking for him was still far away.
The single name used,
The types of spiritual herbs he had picked, without a single mistake.
not a single amount.
Refrigerator clears the pulse in Dantian, according to investigation.
Bamboo Grove Garden uses the illusion pill to control Shu Piao, and then, pinning the blame on Shu Piao, he harmed his fellow disciple, Yi Changsheng. The assassination of fellow disciples was changed to executing the true culprit, executing punishments beyond authority, using private punishments as a basis for public law. Although the circumstances may be excused, the clan rules cannot be broken. Moreover,
The death penalty was changed to exile outside the clan for 3 years.
Exile for 3 years. For cultivators, it is not long.
Retreat into seclusion, meditate for a while. In the blink of an eye, it passes. But now, I only have 10 years left to live. 3 years is 1/3 of my fate. What was truly a pity was that Danyu was piled high with thousands of scrap bullets.
Forget it. As long as life is still alive, it is not considered a complete break.
It came out.
Sorry to trouble you and Elder Su.
Why say all this? Hugh avenged an old chef who was wrongfully killed, still crossing 3 quiet ones. He forcibly eliminated a top 10 outer gate member. Such a thing had never happened in hundreds of years before Yu Miaozong.
My master never says it out loud. Most of them feel satisfied in their hearts. Loyalty and affection. These 4 words are very valuable. This is one of my master's swords, called Double Traces. I've followed him for at least 60 or 70 years. He had always been nurtured by him in the water. Now it was already mid-tier heavenly rank. Once you come down the mountain, they are no longer under the sect's protection. There are all kinds of people outside. Rogue cultivators, demon beasts, bandits. In some remote areas, there are also demonic cultivators, Master said. I'll bring you something useful. At least don't live to be 3 years from now. He died outside first.
Please thank Elder Su on my behalf.
This kindness, I remembered. Let's go.
I'll take you to the foot of the mountain to see it.
Exiled for 3 years. Many thanks. Thank you for what? Thank you for blocking Song Wench's sword strike for me. If it weren't for you, I am now buried with Zhuling Yuan.
You owe me a 6th great pill. I remember those in the previous fast could not die. If you die, who will give me back?
After 3 years, 6 great elixirs.
I'll personally deliver it to your desk. Let's go.
Don't waste my time pushing for a single prescription.
Be careful on the way.
The place you are going to is called Yunshan City. That was a Yumiao sect stronghold in the south, within the city. There are sects stationed there. The city chief was also a member of the sect. They will arrange accommodation for you. You stayed in Yunshan City for 3 years. During these 3 years, you can take tasks in the city to earn spirit stones. You can also go out of the city to gain experience. When the 3-year period ends, the sect will send someone to bring you back. However, Yunshan City must be outside. Don't cause trouble. Cultivate quietly, just to survive these 3 years.
Understood.
By the way, do you want to know why Qingwu Courtyard helped you? Didn't he say that?
Because I owe him a 6th grade pill.
That is only half of it.
The real reason is that you remind him of himself.
When I joined the sect, 20 years after Qing Wuyue, at that time, the 3rd elder had not yet entered seclusion. Hopefully, this is also the most prosperous time. Back then, the 3rd elder had 2 of his most outstanding disciples. The other was his senior brother, Zhao Yangqing. Zhao Yanqing entered the gate 5 years earlier than Qing Wuyue. The 2 of them almost grew up together in the Alchemy Institute. Let's learn alchemy together. Look at Qing Wuyue. Now she looks so quiet. Hard to imagine.
Right.
According to the older generation of disciples, when Zhao Yangqing was still alive, Qing Wuyue 话其实不少. A lot, smiling all day. He looked like a completely different person from now. Zhao Yanqing和Qing Wuyue 性子完全不同, have completely different personalities. That person was warm and straightforward. Likes making friends. Hopefully, no one dislikes him. Even the 3 elders privately said, once the sorrow is practiced alone. He then officially handed hope over to Zhao Yangqing. Come! Something happened. One day, Zhao Yanqing bought a new elixir recipe from outside. The person selling his formula was a loose cultivator sealed in oil. The man said it was an ancient recipe lost for many years. Can refine a pill that increases snacks. Zhao Yangqing believed it. He started the furnace according to the alchemical formula. The order of the spiritual herbs is wrong. The heat timing is off. The fault wasn't that Zhao Yangqing's skills weren't good enough, but rather, the pill formula itself had a problem. I don't know if that rogue cultivator made a mistake. Or is it simply intentional? There are 2 spiritual herbs in the formula. Completely reversed. The oven exploded. All right. Half a single room collapsed on the spot. Zhao Yanqing was right in the middle of the explosion. He didn't even have time to extract his primordial spirit. When people rushed over, inside it was already charred into a scorched piece. Nothing was left. At that time, Qin Wuyu was in the neighboring single room. When the explosion sounded, he was so furious that he flipped over. Half his body was burned. When he got up and rushed in, all that remains is ruins. And then, later, Qin Wuyu found the scattered cultivator who sold the pill recipe. That rogue cultivator had already changed his name. He even opened a shop south of Yangshan City. They still sell those pill recipes mixed with real and fake ones. Qin Wuyu didn't say a word. He walked in and killed the person right away. After the killing, Qin Wuyu was taken away by the sect's rebel courtyard. According to sect rules, killing outsiders is not as good as killing fellow disciples. But that rogue cultivator had already established a connection with the city lord of Yangshan City at that time. This matter caused a huge stir. The pressure on the judge's side is quite high. He almost gave him a crippled cultivation level, and expelled him from the mountain gate. In the end, it was the 3rd elder who stepped in and helped him escape. Qin Wuyu's life was spared. Later, the 3rd elder simply officially accepted him as a personal disciple. Since then, Qin Wuyu has changed. Less of a voice, less of a smile, nor does it get close to anyone anymore. All day long was just alchemy, or reciting pill recipes. They've been compared for 70 years. A full 70 years. Qin Wuyu had never acted for anyone, nor have I ever truly been angry with anyone, let alone leaving his stone table for someone. Until you have been for 70 years. Second, the sect disciples who went to kill together. Exactly.
I understood.
Go ahead. And after 3 years, he was revisited. Alright. Don't make it feel like a farewell between life and death. 3 years. Gone in the blink of an eye.
Shopkeeper.
This young master wants to see some chi supplement pills. Yang Yuan powder. All present in the small palace. Although it can't compare to those produced by major sects.
But the main focus lies in the price. Merit grade 3 pills.
3rd rank. Ha.
Young master, you must be joking.
In such a small place, how could he possibly get into a 3rd grade pill? There are still a few bottles of 1st and 2nd grades. Young master, why not take a look first?
Oh dear. It turned out to be a distinguished guest from the Yuma Sect's Alchemy Institute.
Losing respect is disrespectful.
The small hall is the treasure guarding the hall. 3rd grade miraculous elixir. After taking the elixir, after transferring, within 3 days, the absorption speed of spiritual energy increased by 30%.
I bought this at a high price from a southern alchemist.
This is the only one in the entire lake town.
How many spirit stones? 3000.
How much 3,000 spirit stones?
There are things the young lord does not know. The 3rd grade pills outside the sect are different from those within the sect. Goods are scarce, and the roads are treacherous. Fortune is troublesome.
The price is naturally just this thing. In the Yuma sect, it sells for at most 3 or 410.
The young master was talking about the family within the sect.
Within the sect, there was an alchemical institute. There are alchemists and stable sources of spirit herbs. Naturally, costs can be managed. But in a small place like ours, the spiritual herbs are obtained from the medicine merchants. Refining pills still requires the help of rogue cultivators and alchemists outside. Plus, shipping costs, escort fees, and deduction fees. 300万零一十.
It is really not really dark.
The shopkeeper.
Do you collect pills here?
Accept. Of course, accept. First, rank officials pay 200 each. If the condition is good, the price is negotiable.
4th rank.
你说4天?
In response.
Are you going to accept the 4th grade pills?
The prince.
Are you telling the truth?
4th rank.
The county magistrate was joking. our little shop. You might not even see a 4th grade pill all year round.
This is a 4th grade dragon pattern pill.
Recognized it. Recognized it. Of course I did.
Among the 4th grade elixirs, the dragon pattern pill is considered one of the most stable spiritual energy pills.
The mid-grade dragon pattern peel was much stronger than an ordinary lower-tier 4th grade tribulation. If placed inside Yunshan City or similar places, some even competed for the medicine immortal commander.
I want to take this pill, but I can't keep it all. Sigh.
On the market, there are 4 grades of mid-grade dragon pattern, cinnabar. At least 30,000 spirit stones. Your pill looks excellent. If you really put it on auction, I am afraid it can be lifted a bit higher. But my shop really can't afford that many spirit stones. Even if you sell both the front and backyards. But it was just barely enough. Business could not be done.
There are no other spirit stones.
Immortal means to abandon the order.
Top grade spiritual herbs and elixirs.
How much do you have here?
I can take a look too.
Yes.
What exists naturally exists.
Immortal, please follow me. Don't be fooled by the small shop. The herbs have some foundation. Over the years, he had collected quite a few spiritual herbs. Some can't be sold, just piled up in the warehouse. There are also a few 3rd grade Lingji mushrooms. They are all treasures at the bottom of the chest.
As for the discarded documents, some are still retained. They're all old things whose spirit has faded after sitting too long. Keeping it on day to day is useless.
Lead the way. County Magistrate.
Please take a look.
This is the 3rd grade blood pattern, and Lingji I have painstakingly collected over the years.
Normally, I can't bear to sell them.
If today the immortal priest favors it,
Pack them all up and take them away.
What about Fei Dan, County Magistrate?
Do these things still catch your eye?
They all have it.
All right. The county magistrate was indeed straightforward.
So many things.
How does the county chief lead them?
If the county magistrate is worried,
The little storage shop even had a small gift to give.
this is a low-grade item for payment. The interior space is not large. These herbs are enough to store them.
Even outside, it is worth several hundred and a few hundred shy.
Today's deal was done with great satisfaction. I will surely form a good relationship, sent to the immortal.
That kind of precept isn't rare in the sect.
But I really didn't. Now, it was just the right way to solve this urgent crisis.
This trip was worth it.
This is a high-level magic sword.
County Magistrate.
The sword at your waist.
Willing to sell without selling.
700,000 spirit stones.
If the immortal master is willing to part with it, I am the seller of the household.
I'll also help you get it.
I said I wouldn't sell.
Yes. Yes.
I was being too forward.
Around the 3rd level of the Qi refining realm.
Not strong.
I've been following it all the way.
Still not coming out.
The old man is still alert.
Follow me all the way. It was sent by Zongban.
Sect. You are thinking too far ahead. Brothers? You don't have any? That fortune fee goes to the immortal sect for an errand?
But if you want to survive, it is actually easy. Leave behind the sword at your waist, and the pills you carry. Hand it over the spirit stones and the storage ring. When the brothers are in a good mood, maybe I can leave you with your whole body.
It turned out to be people from the hall.
So what if I know?
You three dared to ambush sect disciples on the edge of Yuma sect's forces. Do you think that if I die in the forest, no one will know?
Old man, if you come back alive, that is the real trouble. Once dead, everything is clean.
Whether you hand over or not, in the end, it is all the same. But if you do pay it, you can suffer less.
All right.
Consider yourself wise, and praise the hall of refined beauty.
Your cultivation level.
In this life, having been seized and passed first, having buried the grave, having been mortal for decades, enduring endless disdain, burdened by all burdens, to have survived until today. It is never about luck. Instead, he gritted his teeth and crawled out of the mud bit by bit. If some people only cheat me out of a few spirit stones, I may not turn back.
But the shopkeeper harbored murderous intent. Then it is different. Return the new artifact to the second level of chi refining.
Brother! Spare me, but I was bewitched. I was blind. Please be generous and spare me this time. I am willing to compensate for the snacks in the store. Pills and medicinal herbs. Take whatever you like. I only ask you to spare my life.
How many are left on this line? A place like yours?
County Magistrate, how many of my shops have replicas? At the southern end, there are those selling clothing. On the east street, those selling animal skins. And the inn next door. Inside the bottle, they all engage in shady dealings. When they encounter fat sheep, they exchange breaths. Some people made a move. Some took the stolen goods. Someone helped suppress the news.
Who is collecting behind the scenes?
Outside the city, there was a small gang called the Black Rat Gang. Normally, he does not show his face.
But the things we brought from several shops, most of it was delivered to them. They are sent elsewhere. No one can trace the root of it.
Mayor, I've said everything I know. I am just a runner. He really doesn't have that much ability. If you spare my life, I will be your ox or horse at will.
Take me to the warehouse to hint. Hint. People like you won't just do business openly.
Leading the way.
Outer disciples can only enter the first level once. At most, borrow 2 cultivation methods.
And returned within 10 days.
Don't touch the Red 1000 technique on the shelf.
Those are exclusive to the inner sect.
Gathering at the edge of the land to the west.
All are of the lowest grade.
The most basic breathing and breathing techniques. Cultivation is slow, suitable for those without spiritual roots who strengthen their bodies. The Xuan Shui technique is a top-grade water, attribute attack technique.
I'm not a water spirit root.
And cannot be used.
Blazing fire palm, any mid-grade fire, attribute technique.
Also unusable.
The first level of cultivation method.
Turns out, it is all just a scam.
All the veins are clear and severed.
But people like you won't just do business openly.
Leading the way.
The county magistrate went down from below.
County Magistrate.
You took everything!
I'll give you a quick finish.
Is that considered cheap?
The old shopkeeper of the shady shop really committed robbery and murder. Even the disciples of the Yuma sect dared to make a move.
I am really tired of living. Who is that old man?
It looks like it is almost buried. His hands are so fierce.
Didn't you see it? They copied all the electricity.
3,126 pieces.
2. Lower grade ritual implements. A short halberd. A bronze round shield on one side. A few bottles of first and second grade elixirs. Some replenish chi. Some heal wounds. There was also a bottle of low-grade spirit revival pills.
What are you still holding on to? Hand over the storage pouch. How could you possibly give you a quick one?
You dare to touch the carriage of Baikal Pavilion. After entering Yongshan City, not a single one will survive.
Whether he can survive or not, wait until I've grabbed my things first.
I originally didn't want to meddle. If the disputes outside the mountain gate get involved, things may not end well. But as soon as this medicine box appeared,
The meaning is different.
now, the ball is not just about the road.
And even more about the medicinal herb business.
And what I need most right now is the door on this road.
Ho. Robbery ends up targeting the elixir business. Who gave you the courage? Even an old guy dares to act like a ghost.
Be careful. Thank you, Senior, for your help.
Senior is not even worth mentioning.
In any case, if not for your excellency today, I am afraid I'll die here. My name is Gu Qingtang, people from the 100 Herbs Pavilion in Yongshan City.
Your stuff.
Hai, helping this group entrench themselves in the southern lane of Yongshan City. Outwardly, they protect merchants from disaster, robbed the road to silence witnesses, do all kinds of dirty work. The most troublesome part was that their relationships with several major trading firms in the city were unclear. Someone was protecting him from above.
Ordinary rogue cultivators wouldn't dare mess with what exactly was in your car.
Is it really worth all this trouble?
The red, tattooed, void grass is a third-grade spiritual herb, one of the main methods for refining grade 5 pulse pills.
The quality of this main herb in a place like Yongshan City. It was definitely a treasure of jungle-level status.
This medicine was purchased at great expense by the Baikal Pavilion from foreign medicine merchants. It was to be given to a partner alchemist in the city. If it is lost, not only did it cost thousands of spirit stones, but it was all wasted, and it would completely offend that alchemist. Located in Yongshan City, an alchemist who can refine third-grade pills. You can count them on one hand. If you offend even one, the consequences were unimaginable.
If you use your left hand to refine this third-grade spiritual herb, how effective are the Chong meridians and pills they refine?
Using complete third-grade medicinal herbs to enhance quality, and the use of scrap slips to improve quality.
How big is the difference in effectiveness?
But now is not the time to reveal their trump card.
First, calm the injury.
Ye Daoyu, I want to ask you to escort me and this spiritual herb back to Yongshan City. After the matter was accomplished, the 100 Herbs Pavilion will surely offer generous rewards.
I was just passing by.
Apart from temporary rewards, I can use my position as the steward of the Baikal Pavilion. We will open a long-term supply channel for you. Within the city, 3 powers stood in a balanced balance. The city headquarters was in charge of city defense. The Sleeping Jade is the ruler of official status. The head of the 100 Herbs Pavilion manages the wealth of spiritual medicines and elixirs. It is the leader of righteous business, while the Black Market Alliance controls all the hidden resource circulation, under the influence of 3 forces. and also supports various gangs and rogue cultivation groups. It looked so strict and disciplined. Beneath the water, there are undercurrents of man, eating undercurrents. Ye Dou, there is something I must make clear to you in advance. Today you killed the Black Fang Gang and entered the city. No matter who asked, no one could admit that the Black Fang Gang's help was from Foundation establishment cultivators. And the person standing behind him, the one in the inner court. Even my aunt doesn't want to offend me lightly.
I remember. Miss Qingtao.
What is going on? What about the others?
Encountering robbers on the road. This is Taoist Yi, my lifesaver. After eating that plant, the mustache grass was immediately sent into the secret vault. Go invite the pavilion master to the back hall.
The pavilion master was receiving guests.
She was probably going to tell her aunt.
5 members of the convoy died. He will come.
Interesting.
In the mid-stage of laying the foundation.
Or even higher.
Where have you come from, fellow Taoist Yi?
He moved about, without a fixed abode. Which path should I take? The official road winds through the mountains.
Taking shortcuts? What do you usually do for a living?
Do a little bit of everything.
Just making a living.
Every line is a test of Yi Changsheng. Every line was delivered flawlessly.
Investigate who handled it within 3 days. The departure document for team number 3.
Baikal Pavilion usually doesn't collect pills of special quality.
What do you mean by this? Taoist Yi.
Grade 4. Solid Origin Elixir.
This pill was personally refined by you, fellow Taoist.
The path of departure is clean.
Genuine goods and fair prices. I have more than one of these in my hands.
Ye Dou, looks like our gift will need to be discussed again.
But the pavilion master was not in a hurry. First, tell me which grade of pills you are most lacking right now. Celebrating spring.
You go out too. Auntie, why are you going out?
Fellow Taoist Yi, this pill, could you allow me to observe it in detail? Please feel free to do so. Sharp and reserved. Perfectly harmonious and flawless. This was definitely not something an ordinary 4th grade alchemist could possess. The vermilion patterns mark the King Cheng. Spiritual power is contained within. This medicinal power condensed stone, almost approaching the 4th rank. It ended the 100-mile radius of Yunshan City. An alchemist who can refine 4th grade pills. Aigu Wanzhou basically recognized everything. Most of them were worshipped by the city lord's mansion or several major merchant alliances. Even if pills leak out, nor would it be a treasure of this condition. May I dare to ask, fellow Taoist, where exactly did this pill come from?
Jiu Pavilion Master is a merchant. You should understand that sometimes the source of goods is not the goods. The product itself is important.
Alright. This grade 4 Giwan pill. Our Baikal Pavilion is willing to purchase it for 35,000 spirit stones. What do you think, fellow Taoist? In addition, I am willing to present Taoist Yi with a guest abyss token from the 100 Herbs Pavilion. Relying on this decree, from now on, in Yuanshan City, any shop that buys spiritual herbs in any style, rented a cave dwelling, hired guards, all can enjoy a 20% discount on the family.
Jiu Pavilion Master was sincere, but Yi has an unreasonable request.
Fellow Taoist, please speak.
I don't need that many snacks. I want to trade some snacks for a quieter place to stay. Then exchange for a batch of pesticides from Baikal Pavilion's inventory that couldn't be sold.
What did I hear? No snacks. To trade for those unsellable junk. Is this person crazy?
Fellow Taoist Yi.
Are you sure I need a quiet place to cultivate? As for those medicinal herbs,
I have my own use.
All right, I am in charge.
In the western city, our Baikal Pavilion has a small vacant courtyard. Bring a spiritual eye, and it is pure enough. I will give that courtyard to you, fellow Taoist, and I'll pay you another 5,000 spirit stones.
The remaining 20,000 spirit stones. All of it was converted into the backlog of spiritual herbs and waste pills. What do you think?
Is that so?
many thanks to Master Gu.
You are too kind, fellow Taoist. If in the future there are any higher grade pills, I hope fellow cultivators can give priority consideration. Our Baikalpa
一定
will definitely. By the way, fellow Taoist Ye. 3 days later, the city's black market business alliance led a small pill gathering. At that time, many alchemists and medicine merchants and even people from the city lord's mansion will be present. If you are interested, fellow Taoist, my 100 Herbs Pavilion can take my place. You arrange an identity to enter.
There is now a solid demon lord.
This is the leftover residue after failing to refine the Qingxin pill. 70 to 80% of the medicinal properties have been lost. In the eyes of any alchemist, they are worthless.
Good things. All good things.
Beikaoji truly deserves to be one of the 3 major trading companies in Yunshan City.
With profound foundations.
The lower 4th rank. The Giyuan elixir has been released.
Now I really hit the jackpot.
This is not exile. This was clearly a case of being released to pick up money.
His biggest bottleneck right now. It was no longer the spiritual energy accumulation of the chi refining stage. It is the body's carrying capacity. This body had died once. After all, the foundation is severely weak. If the physical strength can't keep up, no matter how many pills there are, it is but a mirror flower, water, and moonlight. We must find ways to strengthen our physical bodies. The body's severing technique has always been cherished, and the cost is enormous. Right now, it is impossible to get in touch at all.
What should be done?
Suitable for chi refining and refinement. It can replenish chi and nourish the body, warming the yang meridians, strengthen the body bank. The elixir is potent, and potent like tigers and wolves, easily overstretched and overwhelmed. But if you can use these spiritual blessings to nurture your body for a long time, laying a solid foundation, combined with the spiritual teeth's absorption and feedback on excess medicinal power, maybe you can forge a path that is unique. This laid the most solid foundation for future impact forging.
Senior Yi.
You are refining pills.
Or is it the Lord himself?
This is called the 10 Steps.
Senior Ye. The minor dam meeting 3 days later will be led by the Black Market Merchant Alliance. Alchemists and pharmacists from all over the city would be present, and even people from neighboring powers participated. Aunt reminded her to be very careful. Do not reveal your true intentions lightly.
All right.
Small single meetings and black market alliances are active. This is no ordinary gathering. Such occasions are usually a mix of good and bad. Yet it also contains opportunities. Since it was a single meeting, a large amount of pills and medicinal materials was bound to appear, and the useless single spirit species in the eyes of others. We are currently in a phase of rapid growth. The demand for spiritual energy is staggering.
Let's go. Senior Yi. Beikao. Geikijing area. Bathroom waste.
No one is among these useless pills.
It has the core medicinal properties of 3 residual pills, and the essence has completely dissipated. Among them, the residual fire spiritual energy of a dark red shattered pill was extremely dense. The purity of the core remains unchanged. If the spiritual seed can be passed down and absorbed,
No less than a whole 2nd grade egg.
Additionally, 2 pieces contain rare medicinal properties with cold and hot aromas.
This is exactly the nutrient that forest species love most.
In such an occasion, showing excessive interest in garbage piles. All it does is attract attention. The changes in the medicinal properties of the bottle actually faintly surpass the first grade.
You kept reading these things. But what did they discover?
Where do you think the most valuable thing in this dance society is?
Naturally, it is over there.
The real things in the alchemy society, not always in the most prominent spot.
Local alchemists will display the pills in turn for the imperial audience's review and bidding. This elixir uses 9 ingredients as the main herbs. 6 auxiliary herbs are refined into a refined process. 30%. The medicinal fragrance lingers and does not disperse. The Danwen pattern is complete, having reached the middle gate of the 3rd rank.
Master Zhao Dan's skills were probably unmatched in Yunshan City. The density of these cinema patterns is not far from the 3rd grade upper realm. Good pills or not, truly worthy of Master Zhao the Alchemist.
You are too kind.
Senior Yi, what do you think of this pill?
The single dry grain on the red exterior wall is indeed intact, but the spiritual energy at Densin has a slight fracture. This indicates an imbalance in the final stage of condensing the pill. The so-called single fragrance gathers without dispersing. Actually, the internal spiritual energy was out of control, and it kept moving forward.
I mean, wow. Master Zhao's pill of 2,000 stones. That is a rare opportunity. And more importantly, it is flavorful. Taking too much medicine can cause the medicine to be somewhat dry. Short-term use may bring spiritual energy. After long dormancy, the nature accumulates within the meridians. At best, one's cultivation stagnates.
If severe, the meridians are damaged.
This kind of guy, in the eyes of those who truly know the trade. At most, one can count as a 3rd, rank lower realm, and the kind with hidden dangers.
Those you are willing to excel at. Is it always this easy to fool?
What is it? It is 100 herbs.
This is because Baikao City is not good.
Did this fellow Taoist have some valuable insights about my Juyuan pill just now?
The outside of this order is indeed made with great care.
The single pattern is complete. The single fragrance gathers and does not disperse.
Unfortunately, the cooking was just half overdone. I was a bit anxious when collecting the order. The surface, medicinal properties, are forcibly locked in.
Worried that there might already be hidden cracks inside.
Now it looks full.
The spiritual energy is abundant.
Perhaps after a few days, the medicinal properties of this pill were taken by cultivators, who refined qi and middle qi. Luck is good, but absorption is incomplete. The white flower spirit stones had wasted the spiritual materials accumulated over the years. When the movement of qi is unstable, one reverses the charge.
The Dantian is damaged.
It is not surprising that his cultivation stagnates.
He was anxious to collect the pill.
What this guy said about digging the city was true. This really is a secret crush.
This order won't really be 120 yuan.
Whoever buys it?
May I ask? Fellow Taoist, where did you learn from your teacher? Such a sharp eye for a pill breaker. I have walked through Yunshan City for over 20 years.
Rarely seen.
Senior Chen flatters you. It hardly counts as a master's lineage. It is just that I am getting older. I've eaten many useless orders. I've seen plenty of rotten medicines. Naturally, they can see things more accurately.
The insight developed by eating Feidan.
What kind of approach is this?
Safety.
The meridians reverse. The Dantian is damaged.
He really saw through it. At a glance, Chen Banlu had already checked everything. What else is there to say? Who exactly is this person? I do not know.
Seems like it was brought by Baikao Pavilion, right?
Since when did Baikao Pavilion have such a figure?
Why didn't you tell me before? Can you see the finished product list for grade 3?